हाय।
हाय। क्या चल रहा है? स्कूल संडे को तो नहीं होगा।
आज तो छुट्टी है, सो या नो स्कूल। वैसे तो आज ज्यादा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, सो नथिंग।
मेरा तो बहुत मस्त रहा। मैं सुबह 6 बजे सोया एंड देन आई वोक अप एट 1 और 2 आई गेस।
वन।
1 और 2 आई डोंट इवन रिमेंबर। आई वाज पास्ड आउट yesterday आई गेस। पता नहीं, आई डोंट रिमेंबर। ठीक है। सो हाँ, तुम्हें कौन सा क्वेश्चन दिया था मैंने? Let me see. वो था ना, 2 क्वेश्चन दिया था है। एक क्वेश्चन 2 पार्ट।
या सो only if the first part is right, the second part will be right. So what's the first part's answer?
फर्स्ट पार्ट में किया क्या तुमने?
Okay, I'll tell you what I did. So initially, जो m mass है, I took it as m instead of m1 for both. So m mass है, उसका है u meter per second, 2m का 0 है, and for center of mass I just took it as vcm. So from there I get u is equal to 3 vcm as the relation.
ठीक है।
Okay, then on collision, uh, m and 2m की velocity same है, so I took it as v, and जो center of mass है I took it as vcm. So वहां से we get vcm is equal to v. Okay, then um, what is the thing called, ui
v
plus ki
बराबर।
is equal.
हाँ, तो जैसे तुम्हारा क्या आया था, थ्री वी सी एम इज इक्वल्स टू यू आया था ना, और
Yeah,
तुम्हारा वी सी एम इज इक्वल्स टू वी आया, तो v इज इक्वल्स टू यू बाई 3।
yeah,
ठीक है।
v is equal to u by 3. Yeah,
फिर उसके बाद
so then after that ui plus ki is equal to uf plus kf,
ठीक है।
right? So k initial is half mu square,
सही है।
which is equal to half kx square plus half m vcm square plus m vcm square.
सही है। तो x आ गया तुम्हारा अंडर
और
रूट
वहाँ,
2m/3 के टाइम्स u।
oh, we had to get it in terms of u.
हाँ,
I got it in terms of vcm.
ओके, उसको कन्वर्ट करके देखो वही आ रहा है क्या, सेम आंसर।
So,
वी सी एम को यू कैन पुट एज u/3।
exactly. Just one sec. I'm getting 2mu by k
टू एम
root root 2mu by k.
पक्का?
Yeah. Let me just check the calculation. Wait. U is what's the answer supposed to be?
अंडर रूट 2m/3 के टाइम्स u।
2m by 3k into u.
2m/3 के जो है
No chance.
अंडर रूट।
Oh, 1 second. 2m/3k.
हाँ
No.
सेम आना चाहिए वैसे तो। यू हैव डन एवरीथिंग करेक्ट, मतलब जैसा तुमने बताया, तो आई गेस कोई कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक होगी।
U is equal to, एक second. I'm getting root 8m/9k into u.
कुछ हुई है कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक, को देखता हूँ। सो इक्वेशन तो यू आई प्लस के आई इज इक्वल्स टू यू एफ प्लस के एफ। तो इनिशियल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज 0 प्लस इनिशियल काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज हाफ एम यू स्क्वायर। फाइनल
U square
पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज हाफ के एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस
plus
फाइनल
half mv square
हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर
vcm.
प्लस हाँ वी सी एम।
mv square.
हाँ तो आई कैन राइट इट 3 एम वी स्क्वायर।
Yeah.
और ठीक है, सो ये बाई 2 तो कट गया सब जगह से।
Hmm.
यू स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू के एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 3m। अब v की वैल्यू पुट कर सकते हैं u/3,
Yeah.
तो आ जाएगा एम यू स्क्वायर माइनस एम यू स्क्वायर बाई 3 इज इक्वल्स टू के एक्स स्क्वायर। सो 2m।
Won't it be mu square by 9?
3 भी तो है ना आगे।
Oh. Okay, okay. हाँ, ठीक है. Yep,
तो
got it.
यहाँ से ये आ गया अंडर 2m/3 के टाइम्स u इज इक्वल्स टू x।
That's the answer.
फिर सेकंड पार्ट कैसे किया?
The second part, I don't know what to do. Like I tried it 3 times. I got 3 different answers all 3 times.
अच्छा रुको,
So that was
ये देखते हैं। तो find the velocity of both the blocks when the spring is relaxed again. Okay. So उस इंस्टेंस का पता है हमें when they are compressed together, right?
yeah.
ठीक है। So वो first instant, वो initial instant मान लो when the spring is compressed to its maximum. ठीक है। So
Okay.
at that time we know the velocity of the blocks is common, that is u/3 है ना दोनों का।
Yeah.
फाइनल इंस्टेंस में
No,
मान
isn't it V? अच्छा हाँ, u/3. Yeah, fine.
मतलब उसी टर्म्स में
Yep.
डील करते हैं द वेरिएबल दैट यू नो।
हाँ.
फाइनल
Yep.
वेलोसिटी मान लो दोनों का इज डिफरेंट। सपोज m
Okay.
का इज v1 एंड 2m का इज v2,
Okay.
राइट? क्योंकि जब पूरा रिलैक्स हो जाएगा तो उसके बाद वी डोंट नो, वेलोसिटी तो अलग अलग होगा, राइट?
Yep.
बट व्हाट वी नो कि उस वक्त कंप्रेशन वुड बी इक्वल टू 0 ऑफ द स्प्रिंग वुड बी इन इट्स नेचुरल लेंथ क्योंकि रिलैक्स्ड, राइट? Here the
Yeah.
we got to be under root 2m/3k times u। और क्या बोल सकते हैं? और तो आई गेस ठीक है। अब देखते हैं अब क्या कर सकते हैं। सो एक तो हम सेंटर ऑफ मास के फ्रेम से देखेंगे, राइट? तो वेलोसिटी ऑफ सेंटर ऑफ मास तो
Yeah.
u/3 था, u/3 ही रहना चाहिए हमेशा एट ऑल टाइम्स। सो 3
Yeah.
टाइम्स u/3 इज इक्वल्स टू फाइनली वेलोसिटी m का v1 है प्लस 2m का v2 है, राइट?
Yeah.
तो हमें यहाँ से एक रिलेशन मिला दैट u इज इक्वल्स टू v1 प्लस 2v2, एक ये रिलेशन मिला हमें यहाँ से, है ना? So to find out
Yeah.
v1 and v2 we need one more equation, क्योंकि दो वेरिएबल है. So conservation of
Yep.
mechanical energy से we can write ki plus ui is equals to kf plus uf.
Yeah.
ki is 3m times u by 3 whole square plus half k x squared, that is 2m by 3k times u is equals to, finally कोई potential energy नहीं है, only there is kinetic energy, half m v1 square plus half into 2m into v2 square. ठीक है? So if you simplify all of this, ये left hand side, you will get half mv square,
Okay.
half mu square. ठीक है? So half mu square is equals to half m v1 square plus 2. अब मैं half m काट देता हूँ दोनों तरफ से. ओके, I'll separate m from both the sides. मतलब divide by half m from both the sides. I'll separate. So I'll get u square is equals to v1 squared plus 2 times v2 squared, right?
Okay. Yeah.
अब क्या करो कि you put v1 यहाँ से you can get as v1 is equals to u minus 2v2 from the first equation. Put it in the second equation. You get u square is equal
Okay.
to u minus 2v2 whole square plus 2v2 square. अब देखो u और v2 है, u we know, right? We can get v2 from
Yeah.
here. अब v2 निकाल ही लेते हैं. Get v2 इस equation से. So u square is equals to u square plus 4v2 square minus 4u v2 plus 2v2 square. u square से u square कैंसिल हुआ. अब v2 का दो वैल्यू आ रहा है, देखो 0 लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर है, राइट? एंड एट द राइट हैंड साइड वी हैव एक v2 अगर मैं कॉमन ले लूँ, वी विल गेट 4v2 square plus 2v2 square is 6v2 square, right?
Yeah.
6v2 and minus 4u, यही आ रहा है.
Yeah. Yeah.
So v2 can be equal to 0 or v2 can be equal to 2u by 3.
Yeah.
अब हम इस चीज को रिजेक्ट क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे कि v2 इज इक्वल्स टू 0 पॉसिबल है कि नहीं है? मतलब इट कुड बी पॉसिबल, राइट? अगर देखते अगर v1 की वैल्यू पे डिपेंड करता है, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ v1 कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू ऑल ऑफ दीज वैल्यूज. सो फॉर v2 इज इक्वल्स टू 0 के लिए
Can
v1
it be 0? It can't, right? It's frictionless.
देखते हैं, we'll see.
Okay.
अभी आंसर निकाला, देन we'll analyze the physical significance कि ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि नहीं. For v2 is
Okay.
equals to 0, v1 is equals to u. Okay. And for v2 is equals to 2u by 3, we'll get v1 is equals to v2 is equals to 2u by 3, right? Minus u by 3, I guess. So what do you think? Which of the following is a possible solution?
Oh, the 0 one.
0 1.
It's not like V1 is. V1 can't move
अब इसमें क्या आ रहा है?
back.
v1 cannot move back. ऐसा
मतलब
तुमने बॉल फेंका, नहीं ऐसे ही सेम सिनेरियो मानो, इमेजिन सेम सिनेरियो, इट इज कंप्रेस्ड लाइक दिस, है ना? एट द मैक्सिमम कंप्रेशन दे आर मूविंग विद द सेम वेलोसिटी, बट स्लोली द कंप्रेशन वुड इंक्रीज. इस पर जो है द m1 मास वुड एक्सपीरियंस अ फोर्स बैकवर्ड्स, राइट?
because of the spring.
बिकॉज स्प्रिंग कंप्रेस्ड है तो स्प्रिंग फोर्स पीछे लगेगा. फॉर 2m द स्प्रिंग फोर्स विल एक्ट मतलब फॉरवर्ड।
गया।
जब मैक्सिमम कंप्रेशन था तब कॉमन वेलोसिटी थी u/3। अगर आगे वाले
या
पे आगे फोर्स लग रहा है, इट इज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी, तो वेलोसिटी घटनी चाहिए या बढ़नी चाहिए?
बढ़नी चाहिए।
राइट, तो u/3 से बड़ा होना चाहिए आंसर v2 के लिए, एंड द ओनली आंसर
गॉट इट।
u/3 से वो है।
ओके।
इंटरेस्टिंग।
या
फिर तो ये था क्वेश्चन।
ओके।
वाह, मेरा ट्रैक पैड फ्रोज। मेरे को दूसरा माउस निकालना पड़ेगा। Ironically, I use this mouse only when I'm playing games.
ओ ओके।
तो इम्पल्स वाला आई टोल्ड यू राइट कि क्या होता है इम्पल्स।
यप यप।
अच्छा, तुमने ये क्वेश्चन तो कर लिया है ना, तो मैं क्या करता हूँ। अच्छा, ये तो दे दिया था ना, I guess। ठीक है, alright, वो क्वेश्चन दे चुका हूँ मैं, बट एक और क्वेश्चन देता हूँ मैं ताकि तुम चीज़ें भूलो ना।
ओके।
ये तो दे चुका है I guess। एक तुमको याद होगा, मैंने एक वो करवाया था, एक कैपिटल एम था, उसमें स्मॉल एम मास का एक बॉल था, है ना, इट वाज रोलिंग डाउन इट्स आर्क। एक क्वेश्चन करवाया था ऐसा।
हाँ। या
तो उसमें हमने क्या
दैट
निकाला था,
क्वेश्चन।
वी हैड टू फाइंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द ब्लॉक व्हेन द बॉल इज एट अदर एंड।
या
एक उसका मैं पार्ट अब एक्सटेंड करवाता हूँ, दैट यू हैव टू डू एज होमवर्क। ट्राई करना इफ यू आर एबल टू डू दैट। आई
ओके।
थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू डू दैट, बट फिर भी। तो उसमें क्या करना है, द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन इज you have to find the maximum speed of the
विच ब्लॉक?
block ये वाला ना, जैसे ये
जो
फिगर
एम है, बड़ा वाला। हाँ हाँ। या
का मैक्सिमम स्पीड निकालना है तुमको in that duration
ओके।
where it goes from this end to the other end। तो तुमको क्या लगता है मैक्सिमम
ओके।
स्पीड कब होगा? इसके लिए एक हिंट चाहिए होगा तुमको पहले। what do you think when it's
व्हेन
straight?
इट्स जस्ट अबाउट टू रोल अप,
हाँ
दैट टाइम।
हाँ। तो अब तुमको इनिशियल इंस्टेंस ये पता है where it is presently, फाइनल इंस्टेंस वो पता है when it is just about to roll up again।
यप।
then you can find out कि सपोज अब इसमें इक्वेशन क्या क्या बनेगा तुम्हारा कि small mass would be moving with some v1 velocity in towards right,
या
and capital M would be moving backward with some velocity v2।
हाँ। या ओके। या
तो दो
हाँ।
वेलोसिटी तुमको पता करना है। इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट टू वेलोसिटीज, तुमको इनिशियल कंडीशन पता है राइट, द vcm would be equal to 0 क्योंकि कुछ मूव कर नहीं रहा है।
या यप।
को एक इक्वेशन वहां से मिलता है, दूसरा इक्वेशन यू कैन गेट फ्रॉम कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी। तो उससे तुमको मिल जाएगा कि क्या होना चाहिए।
फाइन। गॉट इट।
एंड उसको निकालना आंसर को, एंड देयर वुड बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट इन दैट कि वो मतलब थोड़ा पता हो तो दैट इज गुड इनफ, दैट वुड बी गुड। तो
ओके।
बाद आई टेल यू दैट। तो अब आ जाते हैं इम्पल्स। मैंने बता दिया। आई टोल्ड यू व्हाट इज वो वेरी सिंपल केस कि वी हैव बॉल, हमने उसको नॉर्मली फेंका है टुवर्ड्स अ वॉल राइट। आई डिडंट ड्रॉ
या
दैट नॉर्मली है कि नहीं है, ड्रॉ दैट। तो दिस इज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इट्स नॉर्मल। in 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. Then we saw the case of oblique throwing key, and we assumed the velocity to be v and u and angles are not changing, ऐसा कुछ assume किया था. तो for that case the consistent thing was कि impulse imparted by wall was towards negative x direction minus I cap में दोनों
Yeah.
cases.
Yep.
And this was quite specific examples जिसमें एंगल चेंज नहीं करा था. एंगल could change, the velocities could change. ये एंगल जो थीटा लग रखा है that could be phi है ना, तो things would change.
Yeah.
But for this scenario we saw कि हाँ ऐसा केस आ रहा है. So I am saying that this is a specific case. This is the case, ये वाला जो oblique वाला मैंने बताया था, this is only when you have smooth surfaces. There is no friction on the surface. क्योंकि as soon as there is friction, what would happen? Smooth friction है. अरे रे, smooth surfaces. So क्यों मैं बोल रहा हूँ ऐसा? क्योंकि as soon as you have friction, अब जैसे ये बॉल when it is about to collide, तो क्या होगा? ये बॉल है, the ball is here,
Yeah.
it is having a velocity component in this direction. एक तो यहाँ है, एक इस तरफ है towards the wall.
Yep.
तो जो vertically upward वाला component है, and if there is friction present in the wall, the friction would try to reduce its velocity, right? It would try to
Yeah.
say कि हाँ यहाँ पे motion होना नहीं चाहिए, right? Friction would act here, and as soon as friction would act here, the velocity component which was earlier v sin theta, right? v लिखा या u लिखा है मैंने, I don't know. Both of them are u. Okay, so ये u sin theta है, it would reduce because there would be force acting opposite in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
तो कम हो
Yeah.
जाएगा अगर ये component, so the angles would change basically. So if there is no friction, there would be no change in angle. As simple as that.
Yep.
So I'll mark that as an important point जो मैंने बोला कि जब friction होता है what would happen. So ये हमारा wall है, this is a block जो हमने throw किया है at this velocity, ऐसे throw किया है, suppose it is striking it here, it is rebounding, suppose here. So this is initial velocity ui is equals to u1 I cap minus u2 j cap, where u1 and u2 are positive, and this is v final, which is v1 I cap plus v2 j cap, where v1 and v2 are positive. In this case,
Yeah.
delta p you will find out would be equal to m times v1 minus u1 I cap plus m times v2 plus u2 j cap. Okay. So along the y-axis, the impulse that is imparted by the wall, suppose the force, normal force component along the normal force n hai, suppose when it comes in contact with the wall, the impulse imparted by the wall is equal to its change in vertical wala, the change in its vertical momentum, that is v2 plus u2 j cap wala component jo hai. And along x-axis what would happen? What would be the force imparted by the wall?
X. Probably m into v1 minus u1.
वो तो है ही, m into v1 minus u1. So ये तो ये किसके बराबर होगा? जैसे यहाँ पे ये force into delta t है. So what would be the force in this case? What do you think?
If there is friction, then friction.
And what would be the value of friction?
Mu n.
क्योंकि motion है, so friction would be at its maximum value. So negative direction में लगेगा, minus nu times n. Delta t is equals to this.
Yeah.
तो if you are given कि तुमको फाइनल वेलोसिटी ये दे दिया, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी ये था, then मतलब you can find out what would be the coefficient of friction for that surface, right? You can divide this
Yeah.
one wala by 2 equation, then you can get nu as well. So by this you can get the frictional force exerted by the surface in delta t time. So that was an important point. Then there is also something called impulse by a string. Impulse of the string. अब impulse of the string, अब इसका एग्जांपल मैं बताता हूँ. सपोज एक जगह से you have fixed one end of the string, okay,
Okay.
and there is a string अभी loose है बिल्कुल, and you have attached a mass m with it. Suppose this is the mass, and I have attached the mass m with it. Suppose the length of the string was L by 2, L जो length है that is of the string, and initially I have kept it at a distance of L by 2 from the fixed point. ठीक है?
Okay.
And the mass is moving with some velocity, suppose u. नहीं रेड से नहीं बनाता, I'll go with some other color, blue. So ये u से मूव कर रहा है. अब u से मूव कर रहा है, it will continue moving, मूव कर रहा है until the string becomes fully straight.
Yep.
अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा? अभी भी इसका वेलोसिटी u ही होगा, राइट? मास का तो अभी तक कोई फोर्स लग नहीं रहा था स्ट्रिंग का इस पे.
Yeah.
So it is again moving with velocity u. But now what would happen? What do you think? इसके बाद
Impulse will be backward, so velocity will decrease. Maybe it'll become zero. Yeah, it'll become zero.
नहीं. ऐसा सोचो ना कि
Or it'll go back like a pendulum.
हाँ, it could do that, right? तो
Yeah.
let's see. इसके बाद the velocity component हम यहाँ पे दो कंपोनेंट कर देते हैं. the velocity component along this axis would be क्या होगा? अब ये एंगल सपोज ये एंगल क्या आ जाएगा? ये L by 2 है, ये L है, that would be 30 degrees, right? है ना? ये 30 डिग्रीज हो गया, ये 30
Yeah.
क्या चीज?
30 कैसे हुआ?
L by 2 डिस्टेंस पर था इनिशियली फ्रॉम द फिक्स पॉइंट.
Yeah.
स्ट्रिंग लेंथ इज L. सो
हाँ ठीक है. Okay.
तो ये वाला कंपोनेंट हो जाएगा u cos 30 √3 u by 2, एंड दिस कंपोनेंट राइट हियर जो इसके परपेंडिकुलर होगा वो होगा u by 2. सो
Yeah.
आई कैन ड्रॉ इट इन अ बेटर वे. तो ये फिक्स पॉइंट था. अब क्या होगा? अब क्योंकि स्ट्रिंग क्या होता है, स्ट्रिंग इज ऑलवेज मतलब फिक्स लेंथ का होता है. इट्स लेंथ कैन नॉट चेंज, है ना? एंड आई एम अज्यूमिंग द स्ट्रिंग इज नॉट ब्रेकिंग एज वेल. तो जो कंपोनेंट इसका अलोंग द स्ट्रिंग का डायरेक्शन है, दैट इज दिस √3 u by 2. व्हाट विल हैपन टू दैट? वुड इट एनी लॉन्गर
It'll become zero.
या जीरो हो जाएगा? द ओनली
Yeah.
कंपोनेंट वेलोसिटी दैट वुड बी लेफ्ट वुड बी u by 2, राइट?
Yeah.
दैट वुड बी परपेंडिकुलर टू द स्ट्रिंग. ये एंगल 90 डिग्री हो गया. सो अब ये √3 u by 2 से एसोसिएटेड जो मोमेंटम था दैट इज लॉस्ट.
Yeah. Yeah.
वाला जो m times √3 u by 2 जो था the momentum that is lost. So this is actually the impulse that is exerted by the string in this case, right? क्योंकि the only motion here would be now circular. अब घूमने लगेगा ये
Yeah.
circular direction.
Yeah.
So I can write just before impulse the momentum was equal to mu cos 30 degrees I cap. If I write this as I cap and this as J cap, So mu cos 30 I cap plus mu sin 30 J cap. This was the
Yep.
moment, right? 30 degrees. And finally, the momentum becomes only mu by 2 J cap. The change in momentum
Yeah.
that we have already calculated, that is mu cos 30 degrees I cap. This is the impulse force on the particle. On the particle.
Yeah. Won't it be negative?
हाँ, negative. Minus I cap में लगेगा. Right? That was a good point.
Yeah.
And an analogy of this, मूवीज वगैरह में दिखाते हैं कि हाँ कोई किसी के गले से रस्सी बांध दिया एंड ही इज ट्राइंग टू रन एंड ही जस्ट गेट स्ट्रैंगल्ड बाय इट. सो वो सब यही है. ठीक है, दिस इज द रियल लाइफ.
Yeah.
फिर ओके, अब इफ आई कंसिडर सम सिनेरियो, लेट्स से ये करके देखना, ट्राई दिस आउट, या फिर मैं ही कर दूंगा.
Okay.
व्हाटएवर इज ओके. सपोज रादर देन फिक्सिंग द स्ट्रिंग देयर, सपोज मैंने एक m2 मास रखा हुआ है ना. m2 और m1 are connected by a string. The same scenario.
Okay.
The string length is actually L, but initially they were kept at a distance of L by 2. So ये L by 2 है.
Okay.
The string length is actually L. And what I do, मैं इसको velocity दे देता हूँ m1 mass को. ठीक है. Suppose I give it a velocity u. Same scenario.
Okay.
And what happens? फिर एक सिनेरियो आएगा कि ये m2 मास जो था, जो कि इनिशियली द डिस्टेंस, दिस डिस्टेंस वाज l by 2, अब ये कुछ डिस्टेंस दूर गया m1 मास, द स्ट्रिंग वुड बी नाउ स्ट्रेट, है ना. अब देयर वुड बी नो बेंड्स इन द स्ट्रिंग.
Yeah.
At this scenario, it is still moving with u velocity. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the velocity of the second block now. After this,
Won't it be 0? It's like stuck to something, right? Or will it start moving?
m2 isn't stuck, रखा हुआ है ऐसे. It's like you have attached two apples. मतलब वो कर देते ना मूवीज में कि you have attached one end of the string, तुमने अपने पैर से बांध दिया, and the other end is attached to a piano नीचे फेंक दिया, तो वो फिर
Okay, okay.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to do the same thing.
So we have to find the velocity of m2,
हाँ
speed of m2.
हाँ.
Okay. That means there is no impulse, right?
If you consider m1 and m2 both to be a system, suppose मैंने क्या किया, मैंने I drew a boundary कि ये मेरा सिस्टम है, then the impulse would be an internal force.
Yeah. But there is no impulse.
Would there be an impulse or not? मतलब नहीं होगा impulse.
No. What is the reason for the impulse?
अच्छा इनिशियली तो m2 को वेलोसिटी कैसे मिलेगा अगर impulse ही नहीं होगा तो?
Because of m1 moving. Like there's a block, there's another block, you attach a string, the first block is moving because the string is attached to the second one, that's why the second block is moving.
तो जो string है that is pulling the m2 block, right?
Yeah.
And why is it pulling? So is it, if it is pulling the block, that means it is imparting momentum to it, that is why it is acquiring a velocity. M2 block जो है,
Yeah,
and if it is imparting a velocity, तो जो
it
momentum
has an
change हुआ
impulse.
है, तो it has an impulse, right?
Okay.
So देखो, सेम सिनेरियो रखते हैं, यहाँ पे u था,
Hmm.
है ना? नाउ आई ड्रॉ इट्स कंपोनेंट्स, तो आई कैन राइट, अब मैं x एक्सिस और y एक्सिस y कंसिडर करता हूँ. सो अब दिस वुड बी माय x एक्सिस, तो यहाँ पे the component of the velocity would be again u cos 30 degrees, right? And this component would be
Yeah.
u sin 30 degrees. Now what do you think, किस velocity की वजह से जो momentum है,
U cos 30.
right? u sin 30 degree का तो कुछ था ही नहीं, and we saw that कि
Yeah.
imparted was along the I direction only, y direction का कोई component है
Yeah.
नहीं. And if I'm considering
Yep.
this whole to be the system, right?
Hmm.
According to me, the momentum of the whole system should be conserved, right? क्योंकि कोई external force तो लगा नहीं है,
Yeah.
तो no velocity change.
Hmm.
So the whole system's momentum is conserved.
Yeah.
And if its whole momentum is conserved, the momentum along x-axis would also be conserved.
Yeah.
Because जो momentum है, that is a vector quantity. X और y component दोनों में momentum same रहना चाहिए for the whole system.
Hmm.
So what is the initial momentum along x direction just before m2 starts acquiring a velocity? That would be m1
U cos 30.
cos 30 degrees, right?
Yep.
And what would be the final momentum if I assume the final velocity of m1 along x-axis suppose is v1 and m2 का v2 है along x-axis. Only I'm considering along x-axis right now. So that I can write as mv1 plus mv2, m2 v2, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, right?
Yeah.
Now I can say, क्योंकि x डायरेक्शन के लॉन्ग मोमेंटम कंजर्व्ड है, आई कैन राइट m1 v1 plus m2 v2 to be equal to m1 u cos 30 degrees.
Yeah.
ये पहला इक्वेशन हो गया, राइट?
Hmm.
नाउ आई आल्सो नो कि द मोमेंटम along y direction would also be conserved, right?
Yeah.
तो वो तो रह गई.
But will
जैसे
it move in y?
no, why?
Will it
Because
have a y velocity? No, right?
क्योंकि मोमेंटम y डायरेक्शन में इम्पार्ट ही नहीं हुआ है on m2.
हाँ, exactly.
So for momentum along y-axis, the initial momentum along y-axis was m1 u sin 30 degrees, and final
Yeah.
also is m1 u sin 30 degrees.
So it's
It's conserved. तो मैं इसलिए
Yeah.
कंफ्यूज होता कि अच्छा, but anyways conserved है.
Hmm.
But how would I find v2? Because I don't, अब मेरे पास v1 और v2 both of them are variables and I have only one equation. What else I can use?
Yep.
अगर I apply conservation of mechanical energy on the whole system, okay,
Hmm.
a string में there is no potential energy stored, right?
Yeah.
The only form of energies that we would be dealing in the system would be kinetic energies, right? There would be no
Yeah.
potential. So ki is equals to kf. मैं ये लिख सकता हूँ directly क्योंकि potential energies don't exist in the system, right? Initial
What about
gravity.
when it's stretched to max? So it'll be half k L square.
See the string है ना, string is not compressible और string basically inelastic होती है, right?
अच्छा हाँ ओके या इट्स स्ट्रिंग हाँ ठीक है
Spring थोड़ी ना।
हाँ हाँ या
तो
गॉट इट
the kinetic energy would be half m1 u square initial kinetic energy, and the final kinetic energy would be half m1 v1 squared plus half m2 v2 squared, right? This is the second
या
equation. अब तुम्हारे पास दो इक्वेशन है, दो वेरिएबल है, that you can easily find out now कि v1 क्या होगा, v2 क्या होगा, right?
या फाइन
And मतलब so this was a मतलब basic good questions. अब
ओके
now that impulse is cleared out कि impulse क्या है, क्यों है, जो भी है. Now we come to collisions. So collision. So there is some theory that I have to write out about this. तो मैं बोल देता हूँ, तुम लिख लेना, right? Rather than me writing that one.
या दैट्स आल्सो फाइन जस्ट वन सेक हाँ
So during any collision, object come in contact for a very small interval and they apply a large impulsive force on each other.
and they apply
A large impulsive force on each other, right? Collision usually is very for a very small time duration. And जैसे कार क्रैश वगैरह जो भी होते हैं, in that car gets deformed very brutally. Okay, मतलब बहुत
या
test. So obviously there is a large force that is being exerted for a very small time interval, and
yep
during this the object gets deformed. Okay,
या
if after collision object regain their shape, and there is no loss of kinetic energy,
is that possible
an ideal scenario.
isn't see if it gets into an accident isn't the velocity going to decrease anyways
If it is deforming, तो yes obviously. But ऐसा सोचो, वो तुमने कभी उनसे खेला है, सुपर बाउंसी बॉल्स होती है छोटी छोटी.
yeah
Whenever you drop it on the ground, it reaches to the same height basically.
yeah
In that case you see a negligible change in shape, है ना? And so it is a good approximation of an elastic object. So उसका kinetic basically वो same height पर अगर आ रहा है, right? That
there's
means
no loss
there is no loss of kinetic energy, right? जितना kinetic जितना उसका potential energy ऊपर ground का था, ground से, whole of that
yeah
again got converted into its potential energy, है ना? Because तो 100%
yep
conversion होता है nearly. So there is basically no loss of kinetic energy. Then such a collision is called elastic collision. Okay.
okay
So elastic collision in real life is actually ideal scenario.
impossible
Impossible तो नहीं कहूँगा,
yeah
but there have been some approximation that are around 99.99% elastic, and they have done it in the labs. So ये है. And during an elastic collision, the kinetic energy before the collision equals the kinetic energy after the collision. ठीक है? But
Okay.
during collision, a part of kinetic energy is stored in form of elastic potential
Okay.
energy. So
Okay.
throughout the collision, the total kinetic energy is not constant. Only the final kinetic energy and the initial kinetic energies are equal. But during the collision, क्योंकि कुछ deformation होता है, so associated to the deformation, there is a potential energy, elastic potential energy that is stored in the object,
Hmm.
है ना? So
Yeah.
you can you can assume, अब इसको कैसे बताऊँ? हाँ, okay. So if you have a cricket ball suppose and you
Yeah.
अब ऐसा तो नहीं कि if you leave it from there, मतलब तुमने deform कर दिया and then you leave it, तो it does not remain in that shape, it regain its shape, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that? The potential, there is a potential energy that is associated with each deformation that gets released basically. So elastic object, elastic collision अगर हो रहा है, the potential energy that
Yep.
is stored in form of the deformation is exactly equal to the deformation जब खत्म हो जाए. There is no energy that is lost in form of heat, sound, कुछ कोई energy loss नहीं होता है. Okay.
Got it.
And if objects do not regain their original shapes and there is some permanent deformation that is usually seen, then such
Yeah.
collision is called an inelastic collision.
Okay.
And in elastic collision, in inelastic collision, there is a loss of kinetic energy. Okay.
Fine.
एंड वो तो है ही कि अब जैसे इफ आई कंसिडर सिस्टम जिसमें कोलिजन हो रहा हो, ठीक है, दो ऑब्जेक्ट है मूविंग टुगेदर, बट इफ आई कंसिडर बोथ ऑफ देम टुगेदर अ सिस्टम, कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स एक्ट नहीं कर रहा है ना, द लीनियर
Yeah.
मोमेंटम कंजर्व्ड इन दैट केस, मोमेंटम कंजर्वेशन लगा सकते हैं उसमें.
Yep.
So if in any collision, if there is no external force, the total linear momentum of the system will remain conserved. Okay.
Okay.
So ये हो गया. I told you what is elastic collision, what is inelastic collision, and the characteristics that are associated with each. Now comes an important concept that is known as the coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution that we denote by E. ठीक है, it is denoted by E. अब क्या है coefficient of restitution? Suppose we
Yep.
are dealing with a normal collision. Suppose the m1 mass है, it is moving with u1 velocity like this. एक m2 mass है, it is moving with u2 velocity like this. अब क्या हुआ? Suppose u1 is greater than u2. Straight line में move
Okay.
कर, there would be a collision, right?
Yeah.
तो अब क्या होगा? ये कुछ deform हुआ m1, ऐसे नहीं deformation. ये इसका suppose करो थोड़ा shrink कर गया m1 and it is in collision with m2. अब ड्यूरिंग कोलिजन दे वुड मूव विद द सेम वेलोसिटी, राइट? मतलब ऐसे सपोज
Yeah.
थोड़ी देर के लिए सेम हुआ, देन द वेलोसिटी वुड बी डिफरेंट, राइट? व्हेन दे आर जस्ट अबाउट टू सेपरेट, दे वुड मूव विद द सेम वेलोसिटी. So there is mass deformation right here. And suppose after collision, m1 is moving with v1 velocity in the same direction and m2 is moving with the v2 velocity in the same direction. Suppose. So इसमें क्या है? The phase when before collision up till mass deformation is known as the deformation phase. यहाँ पे deformation होता है. And from here to the final, when they are separate and moving with separate velocity, this is known as reformation phase. Deformation, reformation. ठीक है?
Okay.
ऐसे कोलिजन हो रहा है. So अब मैंने बोला था कि if I consider both of them together as a system and I take this to be the initial point and this to be the final point, the linear momentum
Yep.
conserved in this because there is no external force acting. So I can write m1 u1 plus m2 u2 to be equal to m1 v plus m2 v is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2.
Yeah. Yep.
ठीक है. Now what is the coefficient of restitution? The coefficient of restitution denoted by E is equal to the impulse of reformation divided by the impulse of
Or
deformation.
deformation. Deformation.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now what would be the impulse of reformation? That would be the
Yep.
change in momentum from the mass deformation जो period है second वाला. If I label this as 1, suppose ये 1 है, ये 2 है, ये 3 है, 3 times times. Deformation वाला phase would be from 2 to 3. The change in momentum
Yeah.
from 2 to 3 would be the impulse of reformation, right? That would be m1. Okay. So uh, if I'm talking about only mass m2, right? अभी मैं m2 का बात करता हूँ. For m2, what would be the reformation impulse? That would be equal to m2 v2 minus m2 v. What would be the impulse of deformation? m2 v minus m2 u2. I'm only talking about m2 right now, and I'll tell you why I'm talking about m2 right now.
Okay.
क्योंकि the impulse of reformation and impulse of deformation will be different for both of these particles. कुछ ज़्यादा
Yeah.
deform होगा, कुछ particle कुछ कम deform किया होगा, right now, right? तो दोनों
Yeah.
का impulse of reformation and impulse of deformation will be different. For m2, however,
Yeah.
be the case, right? अब मैं m2 ऊपर नीचे से काट लेता हूँ. So I'll get v2 minus v divided by v minus u2.
Yep.
So this is one way of calculating the coefficient of restitution. एक और तरीका क्या होता है? E is equals to the velocity of separation after collision divided by the velocity of approach before collision.
Yeah. Same thing. Okay.
है ना? तो ये वाला फॉर्मूला इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये तो याद ही रखना. मतलब वो कोई पूछे ना पूछे, ये एवरीवन वुड आस्क दिस. ठीक है.
Yeah.
So for perfectly elastic collision, basically we have E value as 1, and for perfectly inelastic collision,
Zero.
हाँ, E is equals to 0. So perfectly elastic collision means E is equals to 1 का क्या मतलब हुआ? The velocity of separation after collision is equals to velocity of approach before collision, right?
Yeah.
तो मतलब मामला काफ़ी वो है, काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग सा. मतलब हर चीज़ कूदा फिरा जा रहा है, ऐसा टाइप फील आता है. इन्फॉर्मेशन एवरीथिंग इज क्वाइट
Yep.
एफेक्टिव. But in case of perfectly inelastic collision, the velocity of separation is zero. मतलब ऐसा क्या हुआ, दोनों पार्टिकल मूविंग विद डिफरेंट वेलोसिटी, कोलिजन के बाद दे स्टिक इनटू वन अनदर, ठीक है, कोई चेंज नहीं है किसी वेलोसिटी का, दे आर मूविंग विद द सेम वेलोसिटी बेसिकली.
Yep.
And so we get the range of E. E always lies between 0 and 1. ठीक है.
Yep.
However, there have been cases where E has been reported to be greater than 1, but that is basically not possible. ठीक है. वो मतलब
Yeah.
what would that suggest basically कि ये बाद में you will realize that the kinetic energy after collision increases. Energy
Yeah.
आई कहाँ से?
Yeah.
That is not possible, right? तो वो सब बकवास है.
No, matlab, it's possible, right? Isn't it?
So
A
if
car is
you are,
coming at 100 kilometer per hour.
हाँ,
You're going at 20. You hit it. So
हाँ,
obviously it'll go from 20 to what? 50. I don't know. 50 maybe. It'll increase by one at least, right? So
क्या
technically
वो
E
कार
should
के,
increase, right?
अरे द टोटल काइनेटिक एनर्जी की बात कर रहा हूँ, जो ठोक रहा है उसकी भी, जो ठुक रहा है उसकी, राइट. तो दोनों का
Yeah,
जो
okay.
टोटल है दैट वुड बी ऑलवेज, मतलब या तो बराबर होगा, नहीं तो देयर वुड बी एनर्जी लॉसेस. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि एनर्जी क्रिएट हो गया, ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा.
Yeah.
व्हेन एक बहुत ही गर्म एनवायरनमेंट है एंड जो कार ठोक रहा है, जो ठुक रहा है, आफ्टर कोलिजन ऐसा क्या हो रहा है कि दे आर मूविंग विद द सेम वेलोसिटी एंड द एनवायरनमेंट गेट्स कूल्ड. ऐसा तो होता ही नहीं. ठीक है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि एनर्जी पूरा और एब्सॉर्ब
Yeah.
हो.
Okay.
सो ये चीज़ होगी.
And
हाँ. ओके. सो इस पे एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन ले लेते हैं. सपोज देयर इज अ मास m that is moving with a speed u, and in the same straight line there is a mass 2m kept at rest initially. You have to find the velocity of both the blocks after collision if collision is perfectly elastic.
is there a way to solve it by conservation of mechanical energy?
ओके. सो अभी u और 0 वेलोसिटी तुमको दिया है. आफ्टर कोलिजन यू डोंट
Yeah.
नो वेलोसिटी ऑफ बोथ of you. So you can
After
assume,
velocity, will it be same?
no,
No.
मतलब अभी बोल नहीं सकते. You need some extra information. जैसे
हाँ.
बोला कि perfectly elastic, right? From there you
Yeah.
can understand that the velocity, अगर मैं v1 और v2 assume कर दूँ after collision the velocity, what would be the velocity of separation? If I am assuming v2 to be greater than v1, suppose, ठीक है,
Okay.
ठीक है, मतलब मैंने कुछ assume कर लिया that v2 is greater than v1, then what velocity of separation would be v2 minus v1.
Yeah.
And the velocity of approach is u.
V1 minus U.
तो v1 minus u, v1 क्या है? अरे before,
V1 is deformation.
नहीं, before collision with which,
Zero.
what velocity are they approaching each other? Zero तो ना, u है ना.
Yeah. First one is approaching with U. Yeah.
So the before collision they are approaching each other with u, and after collision they are getting separated from each other by v2 minus v1, right? If I'm assuming v2 to be greater than v1.
Yeah.
So you will get v2 minus v1 by u is equals to 1. That's the extra information you get from the fact that the collision is perfectly elastic. Okay. But you have the second information that the linear momentum is conserved. Okay.
Okay.
From there what you will get ki mu is equals to mv1 plus 2mv2.
M1. हाँ, yeah,
तो इक्वेशन 2 वेरिएबल यू कैन फाइंड आउट इजीली, ठीक है। एंड द अदर फैक्ट वाज कि तुम गए थे कि कंजर्वेशन और मैकेनिकल एनर्जी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं क्या। तो
yeah.
व्हाट इक्वेशन यू विल गेट, एक तो मोमेंटम कंजर्वेशन से यू विल गेट वन इक्वेशन, है ना।
Hmm.
कंजर्वेशन ऑफ
Yeah.
मैकेनिकल एनर्जी से व्हाट यू विल गेट,
K initial for block 1 will be half mu square. K final will be half.
m v1 square plus half 2m into v2 squared, right।
Yeah, yeah.
हाँ, उससे एक बार ट्राई करके देखो व्हाट यू विल गेट, देखते हैं, we'll see what happens।
Okay. Won't we get two equations from M1 and M2 itself?
जैसे
Like, see, E is equal to impulse of reformation by impulse of deformation. So, एक block लेंगे, right? Every time we'll take one block. So, let's say we consider only M1. Okay. So, initial is U. Deformation के time पे क्या होगी?
you will have to find that out, कुछ भी मान लो, the
Okay.
velocity
And
at deformation।
final is V1.
हाँ
So, there are three variables.
हाँ, you will, वो बेसिकली इसलिए हम यूज नहीं करते फॉर्मूला, दैट इज जस्ट टू मतलब फिजिकली अंडरस्टैंड कि हो क्या रहा है, ठीक है। इट इज बेस ई इज बेसिकली अ मेजर ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ द कोलिजन, ठीक है। The most commonly used and the most frequently used formula is this one, E, velocity of uh, velocity of separation after collision divided by velocity of approach before collision, that is E।
Okay. I'm getting V2 square is equal to minus 2 V2 V1.
ये कैसे होगा?
What's the final answer? Is it a number?
Final answer would be in form of U only।
U. Okay, then wait. One second. Okay. V1 is minus u by 3. V2 is 2u by 3.
लिख देता हूँ. I actually don't have the answer written here. One is
Oh. Minus u by 3 somehow. I don't know how. Then other is 2u by 3.
V2 is 2u by 3. मोमेंटम कंजर्व हो रहा है इसमें. हाँ, मोमेंटम कंजर्व हो रहा है. ठीक है. It might be correct. Most probably it is correct. But तो ये उससे एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन से आया.
No, no, no. This is basically the what is this coefficient called? Basically, E ka coefficient and conservation of momentum. These two.
तो उससे क्या आ रहा था? कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी
Oh,
से.
I didn't do that only. I didn't do that.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. ठीक है रुको. देखते
Oh,
हैं.
wait. Oh, nahi. This came from conservation of momentum. Yeah. No, no. What am I saying? This came from
कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी.
COME. Yeah, conservation of mechanical energy. Yeah.
तो द
And
वेलोसिटी.
the elastic E is equal to 1. Those two equations.
अच्छा. सो इफ यू. ठीक है, एक बार ही हम डील करते हैं लीनियर मोमेंटम कंजर्वेशन और कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी से बस. सो mu इज इक्वल्स टू
Okay.
v1 प्लस 2m v2. ये गया ये गया ये गया. u इज इक्वल्स टू v1 प्लस 2v2. Conservation of mechanical energy, we can write half mv square is equals to half mv1 square plus half into 2m into v2 squared. M कट गया, half कट गया. We'll get u square equals to v1 square plus 2v2 squared. We'll get v1 is equals to u minus 2v2. और यहाँ से I can write u square equals to 2v2 squared plus 2v2 squared. I'll get u square is equals to u square plus 4v2 squared minus 4v2 plus 2v2 squared. तो यहाँ से आ जाएगा 6v2 squared minus 4v2 vu is equals to 0, v2 is equals to 0 और v2 is equals to 2u by 3. ये दो पॉसिबिलिटी.
Yep. 0 is impossible. So.
नहीं 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 क्यों?
Yep.
v2 अगर 0 है सपोज तो you will get v1 is minus is equals to u. v1 is equals to u आ गया इससे. ठीक है. With this from this
But is
answer
that possible?
we'll see. अभी आंसर देख लेते हैं. We'll see if that's possible or not.
Okay.
और v1 from here
V1 will be
minus u
minus u by 3.
by 3 right. Minus u by 3. हाँ ठीक
What
है.
should it be?
हाँ. अब पहले हमने आंसर निकाल लिया. ठीक है. अब we'll see कि कौन सा होना चाहिए. ये दोनों आंसर till now without any information about the collision is possible. ठीक है. दोनों पॉसिबल है.
Yep.
नहीं ये क्या है? v2 is equals to 0. ये तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं क्योंकि कोलिजन हो रहा है अगर.
See, I told you.
हाँ.
Exactly. It's not possible.
हाँ तो ये तो
That's it.
possible ही नहीं. तो ये तो खराब हो गया.
Yep.
मामला खराब है. तो ओनली आंसर इज दिस. तो इसमें तो हमें इलास्टिसिटी की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी है.
Yeah, you can say that. मतलब.
ठीक है. सो अब क्या करना है? You have to find what fraction of kinetic energy is given by first 2 seconds. First मतलब m block से the portion of the kinetic energy of the m block, how much of that is given to m2. Oh sorry, 2m. You have to find that out.
Is it in terms of u? Oh, it's in first 2 seconds.
What? नहीं first 2
What
seconds.
do we have to
हाँ मैं लिख लेता हूँ.
find?
So what fraction of kinetic energy is given by first to the second. Basically, what portion of kinetic energy is given by m to 2m?
Got it. Hmm.
ये निकाल के देखो.
4mu square by 3.
फ्रैक्शन आएगा. फ्रैक्शन शुड बी 8/9.
I did get 8/9, but what about the half and m? Where did that go?
अच्छा. What fraction of
Like,
that?
see, I'll tell you the equation. Half mu square minus half m v1 square is equal to ke of 2m.
तुम्हें ये तो मिल गया ना कि what would be the velocities after collision.
Yeah.
So what you can do कि what is the kinetic energy that is lost by first? The amount of kinetic energy lost by m would be equal to the kinetic energy gained by 2m.
Yeah.
So or the kinetic energy
So
of
half m.
half into 2m into v2 square would be the kinetic energy gained by 2m, right? And that
Oh, so we.
is the loss of the kinetic energy of m block. You'll automatically get that.
Yeah. Hmm.
So the gain in the kinetic energy of 2m divided by what we initially had, the kinetic energy of m,
Hmm.
that would be the fraction required, right?
Okay.
So यही उसने
Yeah.
कहा. The gain in the kinetic energy of the second block divided by the kinetic energy of the first block before collision is the fraction required.
So we can just equate it, right?
Equate what? मतलब
The loss of energy by m and gain of energy by 2m. Equate it.
वो equate करके ही तो v2 का तुमको वैल्यू मिला है 2u/3. The conservation of mechanical energy says that only, right?
Yeah. So then what?
अच्छा अरे यार रुको. Gain of kinetic energy by the second block will be half into 2m into v2 square. This
Yeah.
is the fraction of the kinetic energy given by m to 2m, right? No, sorry, this is the amount of kinetic energy given by m to 2m
Yeah.
and divided by the total kinetic energy that you had.
Oh, it's fraction of ke.
हाँ.
Fine. Okay. So it'll be half mu square minus half m v1 square.
That is eventually
Yeah.
coming out to be half into 2m into v2 square by conservation of mechanical energy. तो ये चीज.
Okay.
इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग, तीसरा पार्ट जो है इसका,
Yep.
व्हाट इज मैक्सिमम इलास्टिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ड्यू टू डिफॉर्मेशन ड्यूरिंग collision? This you have to find out. Maximum elastic potential energy तब होगा when they would be moving with the common velocity. So if you assume that to be your final point, okay, and the initial point before collision,
Hmm.
by conservation of linear momentum you can get the common velocity, right? क्योंकि कोई external force act नहीं कर रहा है.
Yeah.
And with the conservation of mechanical energy, you can say that initial kinetic energy would be equal to the elastic potential energy plus the final kinetic energy, right? Because now there would be a potential energy that will be stored because of the deformation. That is why they are moving with
So
the.
what do we? What's the formula for that?
उसमें कोई formula की जरूरत ही नहीं है. You are required to find out that value. You don't need to find out कि हाँ क्या
So
formula.
we just take it as like x or something.
ले लो, कुछ भी ले लो. You
Okay.
have to find that x.
That's max. Three v square m is equal to x. What's the answer?
3v square.
M. Mass.
V क्या है?
V is the velocity they're moving with together.
वो क्या होगा? How much that would be?
V.
वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि वो क्या होगा? In terms of u.
Okay, like so U is equal to 3V.
हाँ सही. Right.
So we had to get U is equal to 3V.
No, you had to get the final answer in terms of u, m and u.
Oh.
The variables that
Okay,
you.
okay. So it'll be okay. So
3mv square था ना,
इसका क्या होगा?
तो mu square
हाँ
बात
हाँ
हो
हाँ.
जाएगा.
Okay.
है ना?
Yep.
सही है.
3. Okay.
अब एक और क्वेश्चन that you have to do is हम्म ठीक है. I have not written the complete question, but ठीक है. Let's see. You have to find the velocities of all the blocks after collision. ये है straight line. There is a mass m that is moving with you. ये है 3m B block that is initially at rest. There is a mass m that is at rest. ये भी rest पर ही है. And suppose all the collision are elastic. Collision
Okay.
are elastic. तो पहले क्या होगा? पहले A और B का collision होगा.
Hmm.
फिर वो elastic collision होगा because I have said all the collisions are elastic. From there
Yeah.
you get what would be the velocity after collision of A and B, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Suppose A का velocity negative आता है after collision.
It will be.
तो
Yeah.
A का तो फिर आप बाद में कोई collision मतलब वो that won't
होगा
participate
ही नहीं.
in collision, right? तो पीछे चला गया.
Hmm.
अगर B का
फिर बी
positive
और
आ
सी का कैलकुलेट करना है.
B और C का निकाल दो, है ना? B और C के collision के बाद there would be a final velocity of B and a final velocity of C. So all the final velocity you have to find out. ये क्या होगा?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, you good boy. Morality is a social construct. I am neither good nor bad.
Okay. VA is minus U by 2. Oh, one sec.
Means u by 2.
Yeah, VA is minus U by 2. Right?
मेरे में माइनस u by 8 लिखा है. अच्छा रुको देखता हूँ. It could be wrong, but mu would be equal to. Let's see.
Let me check.
माइनस u by 2 आया था ना.
Yeah.
हाँ सही है. मैंने कर लिया.
Okay.
And VB was
Then what?
मतलब फिर VB और VC मतलब दोनों इनका.
हाँ. So B final मतलब after collision with C is U by 2.
After collision with C.
Yeah. Somehow. I don't know how. It's U by 2 and C का is U. I don't know if that's possible.
मैं भी वही देखता हूँ. VB plus
Oh no. ठीक है. Yep.
VB is coming out to be U by 2. U by 4 आ रहा है. VB is coming out to be U by 4 and VC is coming out to be 3U by 4.
Okay. Wait. 3bc square, 3vp square, 6vp bc square. Oh yeah. हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. 1 second. 3bc. So यहाँ पे होगा 3bc minus 3c. bc 3c. हाँ yeah. U by 4. Yep.
See?
Got it.
अब करते हैं. There are some important results. Some important results. And these important results are for only for 1D collisions. माने कि
Okay.
only when the objects are moving in a straight line. If there are oblique collisions that we'll study later, तो उसमें ये सब use मत करना. So there is a mass m that is moving with velocity v1. Suppose this is a block. Suppose there is another v block of the same mass moving with velocity v2. And I say if the coefficient of restitution in the collision is 1, okay,
Okay.
then after collision, they interchange their velocity basically. तो जो A जो पहले v1 से मूव कर रहा था, that moves with v2, and B जो पहले v2 से मूव कर रहा, that moves with v1 after collision. So if the masses are same, then in 1D collision, 1D elastic collision rather, not only 1D collision, 1D elastic collision, velocities get interchanged.
Doesn't matter if v1 is greater than or less than v2.
नहीं, v1 has to be greater than v2, right? तभी तो collision होगा.
Oh हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. Oh yeah, obviously. Okay.
And second important result is, suppose there is a mass m1 that is moving with velocity u1, another mass m2 moves with velocity u2, and the coefficient of restitution is 0, then after collision they move with the same velocity, m1 or m2, they get combined and move with common velocity v.
Okay.
Where this v is given by m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2.
How did that come?
Observation of.
Oh हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है.
And sometimes many people ask कि इस process में what is the loss of kinetic energy, loss in the kinetic energy of the system. पहले kinetic energy was equal to half m u1 square plus half m u2 square, m2 u2 square.
Yeah.
अब loss हो रहा है तो I am assuming the initial is greater than the final kinetic energy.
Obviously.
है ना? So the final kinetic energy half m1 plus m2 times v square, because they would be moving with the common velocity.
Okay.
and this comes out to be half m1 m2 times 1 by m1 plus m2 times u1 minus u2 whole square. This is the loss in kinetic energy in an inelastic collision. Perfectly inelastic collision. Sometimes people ask this. ऐसा रहता है.
The formula?
No, they would directly ask you what is the loss in kinetic energy. So many times this was a common question in our times. So sir ने क्या किया था कि we eventually memorized it because it is pretty easy to memorize, right?
Ah, okay.
So if you
Got it.
find out कोई बोलता है कि हाँ inelastic collision हो रहा है, these are the value of masses, these are the value of initial velocity, find the loss in kinetic energy so that you can easily do something. Otherwise it would take
Hmm.
at least 2 or 3 minutes to find that out, right? So,
Yeah.
yes.
In the second case,
Hmm.
does it matter if M1 is greater, equal to, or less than M2?
No. E is equals to 0 means the velocity of separation is 0, basically, right?
Hmm.
The velocity of separation would be 0 only if they are moving with the same velocity. Otherwise, that can't be the
Yeah.
case. That is why it won't matter. Tabhi humne, we have taken a general case. If there were specifics, like in the first case, we told कि हाँ दोनों का masses same होना चाहिए, and then only that condition is valid, right? इसमें ऐसा कुछ होता then I would have specified it.
Got it.
Okay. फिर what else is there? Hmm. Should I write this? I'm not even sure what this is. वो होते थे ना क्वेश्चन की एक बहुत ही लार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट है उससे एक छोटा ऑब्जेक्ट कोलाइड कर गया, then you have to find
So,
some sort of things. पता नहीं, I haven't written it completely, so probably it was not important. ठीक.
okay.
Okay. Hmm. So ये point. So this is quite interesting. Collision under free fall. This would be the last thing that we would discuss today.
Okay.
अगली class में what I'll do, I'll complete this chapter
Hmm.
because there are two concepts. These are important basically. Oblique collision would take time. Oblique collision and
Hmm.
the rocket propulsion.
Okay.
This would be the last thing that I would do इस chapter में, and probably in the next class only I'll start with the rotation dynamics.
Okay. So those two topics, when are we covering them?
Which two topics?
The rocket ka and the other one.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि अगली क्लास में कर दूँ
Okay. ठीक है ठीक है.
क्योंकि मतलब I want to take some time in this क्योंकि जो questions बनते हैं ना, any question that is hard in this chapter is from oblique collisions only, and this is
Got it.
actually the easiest thing, so I want to take some time.
Okay.
And ठीक है, so collision under free fall, same super bouncy ball वाला चीज है, nothing else given a fancy way. That's it. So this is the ground. Draw a dotted line in this. Right? Laser fountain. Okay. Style. Oh, okay. there are such types. So like, oh, नहीं हमें नहीं करना. So, ठीक है. So suppose एक बॉल है ना, बाउंसी बॉल ही मान लो, that was initially at rest and you dropped it from a height. Suppose the height from which you dropped it is capital H. मैं बनाया था capital
Okay.
H. Suppose this height is capital H. अब क्या होगा? You dropped it, so it will come down in a straight line
Yeah.
and it will approach the ground with a velocity of under root 2g capital H, right? From kinematics.
Ah. Yeah.
After
Yep.
collision, what would happen? It would move up, assuming that the coefficient of restitution is E. Suppose the coefficient of restitution is E, है ना?
Hmm.
So what is coefficient of restitution? The velocity of separation after collision divided by the velocity of approach before collision. What is the velocity? Suppose the velocity with which it moves up from the ground is v1. The
Okay.
of separation after collision would be v1 because the ground isn't moving,
Hmm.
and the velocity of approach would be u, where u I can write as under root 2gh. मैं थोड़ा सा ऐसे मतलब crowded नहीं करना चाहता, that is why I am writing it as u. Okay.
Hmm.
So most of the problems we know what is the value of e, है ना? In these type of
Yeah.
problems, we know that. So if we know value of e, we can find what would be v1. v1 would be e times u.
Hmm.
अब हमें v1 पता चल गया. Okay. So it rises from the ground with v1, and suppose, and obviously for most of, unless the collision is perfectly elastic, which is not the case in 99% of the practical scenario, there would be a loss in kinetic energy, so it won't be able to reach the height capital H, right? It would reach some height, suppose h1, which is
Okay.
after which it will again start falling, right?
Hmm.
With this,
Yeah.
with some velocity, and will again approach the ground with the velocity v1, right?
Will it be V1?
A conservation of mechanical energy जो ये ऊपर
अच्छा.
गया
हाँ ठीक है.
half m1 v1, half m v1 square, that whole converted into potential energy when it reaches at the maximum point. Again when it comes down, the
Yep.
whole converted into kinetic energy. अब क्या
Hmm.
फिर से collision होगा, and we know
Yeah.
coefficient of restitution is e, and the velocity
Hmm.
अब मैं मान लेता हूँ collision के बाद the velocity becomes v2, so it becomes v2 now.
Okay.
Now I can write e to be equal to v2 by v1, just like I wrote e is equal to v1 by u. From here you can find what
Yeah.
is v2. You can find it as e times v1. Now you will again find कि क्योंकि e is less than 1 obviously, अब जो नया height होगा that would be less than h1. Suppose h2, that would be less than h1, right?
Yeah.
So this thing will continue going on basically, and if you find the value of h, you will find out that you can easily do by conservation of mechanical energy. If I wanted to find out what is the value of h1, I'll write half m v1 square, that is the initial, and at the top there will be no kinetic energy, only potential energy, that will be mg h1.
Yeah.
So h1 I can get as m v1 square by 2g, that would be equal to e square
Yeah.
2g h capital H by 2g, or e square h basically,
Yep.
and v2 would be equal to e times v1 equal to E square times under root 2GH.
Yeah.
And if you find the corresponding height H2 you will get as E raised to power 4H. This will get you will have to do that. Okay, मैं अभी बता रहा हूँ, ये खुद से भी करना try.
Okay.
This will get us this much. So if you want to calculate the total distance traveled,
Yeah.
then that would be, पहले तो h नीचे गिरा, then after that it again went up by h1, came down by h1, that would be 2h1, then it went up by h2 and came down by h2, that would be 2h2, and so on for whatever value we'll ask कि हाँ कितना time तक का collision. Suppose they ask us कि 6 collisions में कितना distance travel किया, 7 collisions में कितना distance travel किया, तो basically we can get this. This would be equal to h plus 2e square h plus 2e raised to power 4h plus 2e raised to power 6h and so on, basically becoming a GP.
Yeah.
So for infinite collisions, मतलब drip करते करते हो, it slowly came at rest on the ground.
Okay.
तो ये तुम फाइंड कर सकते हो बेसिकली, राइट? मतलब और E is basically less than 1, right? तो ये तुमको most possibly it would be 3h, I guess. I am not sure about this. You will have to check this out क्योंकि मैं फॉर्मूला भूल गया हूँ about GP.
Yes, 3h.
3h है ना?
क्योंकि वर्क पावर एनर्जी में इसके ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन था and the answer was 3.
हाँ now I remember. तो ये आ जाता है. So you will see, मतलब वर्क पावर एनर्जी का कंसेप्ट ये सब they are getting
Yep.
मतलब दोनों सेम ही चीज दे रहा है बेसिकली. So this shows you the consistency कि हाँ physics is actually working. So ये है. And the oblique collision और वो है principal rocket collision that I am thinking कि मैं कल करूँ. मतलब कल कि whenever we will have the next class.
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
So when's the next class?
मेरा 31st को क्विज है तो 31st को तो नहीं रखूंगा. 31st is Wednesday, right? हाँ तो okay.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Let's say 30 रख लेते.
30 Tuesday. What time?
Tuesday 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Yeah, 3 to 5 is good. Okay.
3 to 5 I'll have to. मेरा शायद एक क्लास तो नहीं. मैं पता नहीं कि अपने लास्ट सेमेस्टर को आई एम नॉट टेकिंग इट सीरियसली एट ऑल. आई डोंट इवन रिमेंबर द टाइम. 2 से 3. ओके. So let's keep it 4 to 6.
Yeah, okay. 4 to 6. ठीक है.
Right.
Okay. See you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.